The Legacy Sports Network presents Houston Area High School Basketball. Brought to you by Texan Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram GMC Buick. We hear you. Also brought to you by Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest. United Community Credit Union. Be united. Quick Assist. We sell your tickets fast and at the best price. Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things better. And by the Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate. Now, let's go to the basketball gym.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of our doubleheader action from the Campbell Center in Houston, Texas. The site of the absolute showdown of the night in the UIL Texas High School Basketball Playoffs here on the Legacy Sports Network. Tonight, 6A Division I, Region 3, it's the regional finals. The Sweet 8, it's winner take all for a trip to the state semifinals. On one side, the North Shore Mustangs, 31-6 on the season. Battle-tested Eastside Pride coming off strong semifinal win over Strake Jesuit. Led by their relentless defense and fast break attack, the Mustangs are ready to stamp their ticket to the semifinals. And facing them, the Atascocita Eagles, 29-6, riding a hot 17-game winning streak. Fresh off an impressive upset of nationally ranked Seven Lakes in the semis. With their high-powered offense and championship pedigree, the Eagles are looking to keep rolling and claim Region 3 supremacy. This isn't just a rematch. This is part 3 from District 23 6A. They are rivals that have clashed multiple times this year, with Atascocita holding the edge in regular season 2-0. But tonight, records reset. Everything's on the line in this do-or-die playoff action. Paul Sanchez, my partner all season long, who's been here before, where the kids are tonight. Paul, we are excited for this epic Part 3 battle tonight.
Yeah, if you're a fan of high school basketball in the Houston area, no other place you would be besides the M.O. Campbell Center right now. And you know what they say, that third date is usually the hottest and the most interesting because they just get to know each other. And then usually by the third date, either you're dating or somebody's going to get killed by the end of it. So somebody's going to get killed by the end of this. I know that these two do not want to be dating each other by the end of this game. And, I mean, that's what it's all about. There's this third matchup. It's whenever you play a team 3 times in one season, it usually means that the third one is all for all the marbles. Nobody cares about what you did in the regular season. If North Shore is able to get the win tonight, all that goes away, and they'll be heading to their first state Final Four since 2018. But Atascocita is the favorite coming into this one tonight. We'll see how it hashes out in the next 4.5 minutes.
When Paul and I come back, we will have the interview that we had with Coach Woods of the North Shore Mustangs right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Sports Network. We're joined here by the North Shore coach of the Mustangs, Coach Stephen Woods. Coach, congratulations on making it to Region 3 finals here versus Atascocita this evening. Okay, Coach, this is a rematch number 3 on the season. Tell me your thoughts and your team's attitude going into this third game here tonight.
We're feeling very good about this game. We know that they're a very good team. We know they got some very good guard play. Our main goal and objective is to keep them out of transition, get them to take tough, long shots. We have to box out and rebound. I think the first 2 games we played them, they killed us on the boards. Straight Jesuit killed us on the board. So that's been our focus the past couple of days in practice, getting back in transition and then boxing out, limiting our opponent to 1 shot.
That's funny you just said that. So that's like question 5 here for you. So I'm going to jump all the way down. We had DeMarcus Sloan. Thanks for bringing him on our postgame show the other night. We asked him what your team needed to do, and his first thing he said was, we need to rebound more in the game. So definitely. John Mayberry had a much better game the other night. I saw you got him into action there quickly. He came in with 10 points the other night. How's his attitude coming into tonight's game for you as well?
It's been great. He's been working hard in practice. Been having Sam be a little physical with him to get him used to it. When he get into games, there's going to be some physical play, especially in the playoffs. So he's been accepting that, and he's been working hard on his jump hook. He's been working hard on, instead of accepting box outs, trying to go around his defender, get the rebound, and finish. So long as he gives me that effort, I think we'll be okay.
Very good. So the last time we were here, we saw that was the first time that Gibson was part of the Atascocita rematch in the second game. He scored 18 points in that last game. Looked like he was pressuring a little bit. He seems pretty relaxed here in the playoffs. Would you not say so as well?
Yes, I think he's letting the game come to him as opposed to hunting shots. The guys on the team, they trust him. They see the work that he puts in, the shots that he makes in practice. And so I told him it's just about you settling in, knowing where your shot's going to come, um, and do it within the flow of the offense as opposed to forcing things. And I think he's done a real good job with that as he's settled in the last 4 games of district play and then coming into the playoffs.
So what's your thought process on defense on these guards of the Atascocita team this evening?
Man, we might trip them, push them down, do something, try to slow them down. No, they're very good. And the thing I love about their game is they're real fundamentally sound. They catch the ball, triple threat, low to the ground. Low man wins in basketball. And they do a very good job of that. They're very unselfish. They can shoot it well. They make good reads. So our task is to keep them out of transition for 1 and 2 when they're in the half court. Don't allow them to break us down and get 2 feet in the paint because now we have to help. And when we help, they kick it out for the shots. Or if not, the next man does the same thing, breaks us down, gets to the basket for a layup.
So your team is averaging 20 free throw attempts, I've noticed in here during the playoffs, which is phenomenal, shooting 80% almost from the free throw line, 15 and 19. Thoughts if they guard the paint? Are you going to go into the lane, driving, trying to look for contact? I think DeMarcus Sloan has done a great job using his body, looking for contact down low. Or are you going to just work it wherever the open ball shot is on the 3-point area for you?
I tell my guys don't fall in love with the 3 ball. We have to draw fouls on them, get them in foul trouble, have them go to use their bench. And also, getting to the free throw line, you see the ball go through the hoop, then it opens up your confidence for those open shots outside. I don't want to come out just looking for the open 3. I want to, be able to get 2 feet in the paint and score some easy buckets around the basket.
Who are you counting on for this game tonight on your team?
All of them. It's to beat a good team, you need all 13 guys locked in and ready to contribute. And I tell guys, whether you play 1 minute, you play 32 minutes, or if you don't play any minutes, you're still a vital part of our success. And so, we need all 5 guys to rebound. We need all 5 guys that's on the court at the time. We need all 5 guys to rebound. We need all 5 guys to swing the ball, to know, the plays, know what we're doing, set screens, all the little things that may go unnoticed. Those are the things that will help you win a game. So we have to stay locked in and be prepared for this challenge.
So as an SMU alum who played in tough conferences, how has that college experience shaped the way you prepare for high-stakes playoff games like this one tonight?
So what I like to do is I prepare for the playoffs in August. We don't change up what we do. Practices might be a little bit lighter, but we're going to get up and down. We're going to, focus on whatever sets we're going to run for that game. We're going to focus on our defensive philosophies, whatever it is for that game. Go over their personnel. But I don't want a playoff game or a high magnitude game like this to be any different than what, the other games that we've been playing, because I don't want my guys to be uptight. I want them to be loose and play. Like I told them, no one expected us to be here. And the pressure's on Atascocita. They beat us twice. So everyone is saying, well, can you beat them a third time? Coming into the season, they were predicted to win district. They were predicted to make it out the region or be one of the top teams in the region with a chance to make it out. They're the ones who have 3 Division I guards. So all the pressure's on them. I say we just come out and have fun and do what we do.
Very good. Any final thoughts you want to tell your Mustang Nation for tonight's game?
Come out and give us that support. We're on the flip, so we're playing at the Campbell Center, which is not too far from the east side. So I picked that location for the east side. So come out and cheer us on and do what you've been doing this whole year.
Very good. Coach Woods, thanks for being a part of the pregame show here on the Legacy Sports Network. Good luck tonight. We'll be back with more right after this.
The 6'3" senior, number 5 at the
Welcome back here to the Campbell Center, where the starting lineups are just being announced here tonight. For the North Shore Mustangs, we're going to have Dylan Colbert, the junior, 6'5". Sean Mayberry, the junior, 6'7". Rashad Williams, the two-star athlete, sophomore, 6'1". Christian Gibson, the senior, 6'6", and the junior, DeMarcus Sloan, junior, 6 foot. For the Atascocita Eagles, the junior, 6 foot, Royce Shelton, the senior, 6'1", Cantave, the senior, 6'3", Cameron Ned, the senior, 6 foot, Carson Countryman, and 35, Zason Solana. We're ready to start. Paul?
Yeah, and coming into this tournament, you obviously thought that Atascocita could be one of the top teams in the country, and then they proved it against Seven Lakes. I thought coming into it, and even right now, that they are the best team in the whole state of Texas with just the depth that they provide. I think their bench could start on 90% of the teams in the state. That's how good they are. This is a different lineup than what they came in the second matchup against North Shore. Same lineup for North Shore, so it's going to be a different intensity we're going to see from them tonight.
North Shore wins the tip. We're going from left to right on the radio dial. Thanks for joining us here on the Legacy Sports Network Region 3 Championship here tonight. Stolen by the Eagles. We're coming down the court quickly. And stolen by Rashad Williams. He's coming down fast. Down the right side to Colbert. Colbert, he's going to shoot a three. No good. And here come the Eagles coming back down the court quickly. This is Adam Boyd. Boyd's got it. Pass down low to Countryman. Countryman puts it up and in. So 2 points for the Atascocita Eagles at the moment. Here comes Gibson on the right side. Comes across the timeline. Pass out to Rashad Williams on the right side. Being guarded here by Roy Shelton. Over to Darian Moore. Back over to Rashad Williams. Trying to get to Mayberry. Ball gets knocked out. Here come the Eagles. Down the court.
Very interesting that Christian Gibson hasn't touched the ball once in this first minute for North Shore.
Here's a three-pointer. No good. Gibson with the rebound.
Coming down the court
quickly. Runs into the free throw line. Or left corner pocket for Darian Moore for three. DeMarcus Sloan for three.
Yeah, DeMarcus Sloan has been playoff ready. That guy has been shot ready in the corner at any time. Having Christian Gibson running the break, going down the lane, kicking it for the first lead on the night for North Shore.
Here we go. This is the Eagles. 3-2. North Shore with the lead here. 6:39 left to play in the first quarter. This is Roy Shelton on the right side.
Yeah, we're seeing a matchup 2-3 right now.
Throws it way out here to Cantave. Cantave in between the two circles, telling players where to go. Off to the left side to Countryman, down to the left side. Here's a three-pointer by Boyd. No good. Here comes North Shore down the court quickly. This is Gibson on the left side. He's in the lane. Puts it left hand up, off the glass. No good.
Yeah,
that was a wild shot there by Gibson.
It's going to be interesting to see Gibson approach tonight. In that first game we had against Atascocita, he was the one that was forcing the matter. He needs to be the one that just lets the game come to him like this in transition.
Roy Shelton misses a three. Here is Colbert for three. That's Sloan again for three.
Yeah, Sloan in that first matchup, he hit a season-high 6 threes against Atascocita. Was really the one that kept him in his game with a season-high 28. Off to a quick start now with 2 on the night.
Sloan was a player of the game the other night against Drake Jesuit with 16 points. Here's the Eagles passing the ball around. North Shore with the lead, 6-2, 5:41 left to play here in the first quarter. They're just passing the ball all the way around. Here is a three, and good.
Yeah,
wow, nice shot there.
Playing dangerously. That's Jason Salanoa, senior, committed to Louisiana Lafayette, pride of Hawaii. I didn't know that he's that stretch big that can bring the defense out. If you're on that 2-3 wing, you got to be able to close out and know where he is at all times.
Salanoa puts the three down, so here we come. We're driving down the lane. This is Rashad Williams, puts it up too hard, but Mayberry puts the foot down.
Oh, come on, Mayberry. He wants it this matchup, and you talk about his playoff experience. He got off the schneid the last game with 10 off the offensive board, throws it down with authority.
Off to the right side. This is Cantave on the right wing. Back out to Shelton. Shelton taking his time.
Yeah, now morphing into a 1-3-1, giving something for the Eagles to look differently at. Feeling comfortable with that 2-3, kicking out to Salanoa. Now defensive adjusting, and you force a turnover right out of it.
Nice job. Great defense there by the North Shore Mustangs.
Yeah, what a start offensively for North Shore, though, hitting 2 threes for Sloan, and he loves these big moments. He's not backing down from the junior guard who has over 50 games of starting experience bringing them into this matchup tonight.
Boy, look at Gibson get around Boyd. He shoots a 15-footer. Gibson puts it down.
Mid-range game is not dead with Christian Gibson. Loves getting to that sweet spot just at the free throw line, knocking it down.
North Shore 10. Oh, what a move over to the left side. Here's Salanoa for three. No good that time. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be North Shore ball.
Yeah, what a move by Jakai Cantave. Just one of the 3 D1 commits they have on this team. He was the one that really was just the pacemaker in the game against Seven Lakes. I mean, he had a game high above 25. He's just so explosive. He's that shifty lefty guard that is so hard to contain whenever he has that first step in front of you because his strongs are so long. He gets to the lane easily. Gonna have to be on the onus of Williams or Sloan to stay in front of him tonight.
Here is Carter Savoy in the game for the first time. Also in the game, Anthony Key for the Eagles. Over the right side, Mayberry's in the right corner pocket. This is not his spot where he would shoot. He's looking to pass it. He's going to drive. He's going to spin. He stops, puts the shot up. He doesn't get a foul called. Coming back down the court quickly, the Eagles are. This is Adam Boyd across the court. On the left side, Anthony Key in the lane. Spins around and puts the left hand up and in.
Yeah, and this front court from Atascocita is so big and long. You've got Countryman, Salanoa, and Key all above 6'7", and they can put the ball on the deck.
Here's Gibson on the left side, the UCF commit for the Mustangs.
Goodness.
What an alley-oop to Mayberry. Oh, he can't put it up and in.
And they're missing a couple of bunnies. Rashad Williams on the back end, which Mayberry cleaned it up, but Mayberry not finishing that one.
Here's Adam Boyd. Here is a 3 by Cantave. No good. Here comes North Shore. Rashad Williams on the left side. Bounces behind his back to DeMarcus Sloan. He stops. He's now on the left wing. He's slowing things down.
Smart bringing it out. He had a chance for the flashing Mayberry.
He's got a mismatch on him. Off the left side to Colbert for 3. Short. Here come the Eagles. This is Cantave coming across the timeline. Being guarded by Colbert. Off to the right side to Carter Savoy. Savoy, the Eagles. This is Boyd driving over the right side. Nice passing to Cantave for 3. No good.
Wow. A lot of these looks have been off from the Eagles.
And here we go. Here comes Colbert down. Gives it to Gibson. Gibson down. He's nice shot. Can't make it. No good. And here come the Eagles coming back down the court quickly. This is Boyd down on the left side. Wow, what a block by Colbert. Wow.
Well, he was the last line of defense, and he was a brick wall. Back on that other end, Christian Gibson probably should have passed it over to Sean Mayberry. They had that 2-on-1 break, but then going back in transition, the last one to defend was Dylan Colbert, and he's been time and time again that guy to defend the rim.
So Sam Walker comes into the game here for the Mustangs for Sam Mayberry. And KK Oche is in the game here for the Eagles. Score is North Shore 10, Eagles 7. 2:31 left to play here in the first quarter. Off to the right side. This is Carter Savoy. Off the left side to Cantave. Cantave back to the top of the key. Cantave on the left wing. Cantave trying to figure out where to go with it. He's being guarded by Gibson. Trying to drive on the left side. Bounces it down low to. And here is a 3-pointer by Salanoa. Can't make it. Here comes Gibson to the Mustangs. Cruising down the court. He's going from coast to coast. He's going to shoot a 13-footer. Good.
Yeah, using a little chicken wing, getting away with it. Getting to that 12-foot spot. Second mid-range shot on the night for him.
North Shore with the lead. 12-7, under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Cantave coming across the timeline on the left side. Being guarded here by DeMarcus Sloan. Looking for a screen. Sam Walker now takes him on top. Off here to the right side to Farinetti, who's in the game. Anthony Key. Over to the left side to Cantave. Cantave being guarded by Sam Walker. 1:37 left to play. North Shore with the lead, 12-7. Cantave is going to slow things down. No shot clock here in Texas high school basketball.
Yeah, he likes this matchup.
Or
with
left
Walker,
side
though.
To Anthony Key. Anthony Key drives. Wow, blocked by Sloan. Here we come. They're coming down the court quickly. Down low. Oh, Sloan's going to slow things down.
Yeah, and the smallest man on the court getting up, blocking a 6'7" Farinelli right there. Farinelli, he's just another guy that can come off the bench and give you some scoring. He had a couple of threes in the last game at North Shore. It was really a surprise, but it's just the depth that Atascocita presents with you, and they're getting physical. Just a little bit of pushing between Walker and Walker. Coming into tonight, he plays with a lot of Kevin Garnett energy. I think he needed to play with that a little bit tonight. He's up in the grill. The referee's getting in between them right here.
Having a little conversation. Walker's definitely got his head bouncing around. North Shore with the lead, 12-7, 1:21 left to play. Colbert's trying to inbound the ball. Gets it to Walker on the right side. Ball gets knocked out of his hands. And Farinetti is clapping his hands, got the ball knocked out of Walker. So still North Shore ball. Colbert's going to inbound the ball here along the sidelines. 1:18 left to play here in the quarter. They're having still a conversation with the two guys, Walker and Farinetti.
And you'll take it. You need Walker to be emotional tonight, but keep him in check. Obviously, he's had a couple of times where he's gotten some technical fouls, but you can't afford that in a moment like this in the Elite Eight. He just knows that he's a player that has to play with passion in order for him to stay in the game. Oh, man, he's just standing right in front of us, just a big smile on his face. This is an important possession right here. 5-point lead for North Shore. Couldn't ask for a better start, hitting a couple of threes and getting out in transition.
Walker, the junior, 6'6" for the North Shore Mustangs. Colbert finally inbounds the ball to Rashad Williams on the right wing. Way far out, looking for a screen. He's going to drive on the left side, puts the shot up, can't make it. And Walker gets the rebound. Walker puts the right hand up and in! Wow, what a great job there by Walker. They take the lead, 14-7. North Shore does. Here's Anthony Key driving off to the left side. We're driving on the baseline. Back out to Key. Way back out here to Savoy. Over to Farinetti, back to Cantave. Cantave, he's driving in the lane. Puts the right hand up, he can't make it. Here come North Shore coming down the court quickly. This is Gibson on the right side, 42 seconds left to play. North Shore with the lead, 14-7. Gibson trying to drive, he's gonna shoot a 15-footer from the free throw line, can't make it. Nobody was crashing the boards there for the Mustangs, and there's going to be a foul on Walker.
Yeah, and this first quarter is almost up with about 33 seconds left. Been pretty clean until that moment right there from Sam Walker. Just the hustle right there. First team foul for North Shore. Atascocita also has one team foul. It's been free-flowing. There's been a lot of rhythm, and it's surprising that Atascocita hasn't capitalized on that rhythm. They're a team that likes to get in transition, hit their shots, but their outside looks have not been falling yet so far.
Here's what the North Shore Mustangs did in the last game. They're bringing in Jeremiah Thomas for Christian Gibson, giving a little bit of a rest with 33 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and you got to take as much time for Gibson in this end to just gather his breath. You know he's about to play at least the full 30, 31 minutes tonight. Anytime that you can get Jeremiah Thomas to spell you some minutes and get a stop on this end is crucial.
Cantave over to the left side to Boyd. Back to Cantave on the left wing, being guarded by Colbert. Cantave's going to shoot a 12-footer, puts it off the glass and in. That's his first points of the game.
Yeah, Colbert just has to know he can't let Cantave get to that left hand.
Under 10 seconds left to play. North Shore with the lead, 14-9. Rashad Williams at midcourt, being guarded tightly by Cantave. He's driving. He's coming, puts the shot up, off the glass and in!
Well, the hardest shot he shot in the first quarter goes down. He had a couple of easy bunnies that he missed. This time taking the contact with less than 4 seconds on their clock, just dribbling into the lane. Nobody collapsing, penetrating into the gaps, and then this one off the glass, chance to get the hoop in the harm.
He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot. He's 4 for 4 here in the playoffs here tonight. So coming back into the game now is Darian Moore coming into the game. Going to replace Colbert. Rashad Williams going to go to the line to shoot. 0.9 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rashad Williams with the free throw, trying to make it a three-point play. He does. 17-9, North Shore with the lead. Here's the pass in. And we're going to just shoot a 45-footer. Oh, and in and out, almost went down. And that's the end of the first quarter from the Campbell Center with the North Shore Mustangs 17, the Atascocita Eagles 9. We'll be back right after this for the second quarter action on the Legacy Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Paul, you couldn't have asked for a better first quarter for the North Shore Mustangs with the lead 17-9 here in the first quarter. They're shooting 44% from the field, and the Atascocita Eagles 4 of 15 for 27%.
Well, you know, coming into tonight's game, if you're North Shore, you might need to have the mentality of knowing that Atascocita might be the better team. You might beat us 9 out of the 10 times we played, but that one time is going to be the night that we beat you, and they've got out to a great start. And if you look back in those matchups in the first two, they've been with them. It's been a 2.5 quarter game up until the third quarter where Atascocita went went on great runs just to distance themselves. And if you look at the end of the game, it's been double-digit wins. It was actually fairly close within both of those matchups, but this is the first time that they've had a pretty sizable lead in either of these matchups in the most important game of the season. You'll take that because Christian Gibson, although he has hit 2 mid-ranges, still doesn't feel like he's gone into a rhythm. We can get him going a little bit more tonight.
Atascocita Eagles, in the last game they played, they scored 22 points in the third quarter. So second quarter action about to start for the North Shore Mustangs.
And you just got to think that maybe just coming off of that high of playing against Seven Lakes, undefeated, nationally ranked, everybody's talking about them being one of the best teams to come through the state of Texas in a long while, how that takes a toll on your body. These are young kids that are just teens playing their 4th playoff game in less than 2 weeks.
Here we go. The Eagles have the ball on the right wing. We're going to pass out to Shelton. Shelton pass off here to Boyd. Boyd trying to drive on the right side. Down to Farinetti for 3. Short, no good.
Wow.
Here comes Gibson. Gibson's cruising down the court on the left side. Driving down the lane, puts the shot up. Oh, he gets it contested by Farinetti, no good.
And then Gibson, that's the second time tonight in transition. He has made the wrong decision, had Colbert run in the lane.
Here's a 3 by Shelton, or by Boyd, no good.
Yeah, and this is very shocking. 1 for 11 to start the game from the 3-point line for Atascocita. They're coming off either air balls or just very short on their shots, not getting enough up on them.
Rashad Williams, the Mustang
Okay.
sophomore, with a shot, can't make it. But Mayberry with the rebound, puts it up and in.
Well, talk about him being active. And that first time he touched the ball, it was off an offensive board putback. This time, getting it off the pass of Rashad Williams, who broke down his defender, getting a nice over-the-shoulder hook shot.
North Shore 19 to the Eagles 9, a 10-point lead here for the North Shore Mustangs. We're on the left side. This is Troy Shelton down the line. He loses it. Here comes North Shore down the court. Gibson on the left side. Over to Moore. To Sloan for 3. Sloan is feeling it tonight.
Well, that's the right decision. And if you don't know who I am by now, I'm Jamarcus Sloan. I'd already hit 6 threes against you, and I already hit 3 in the first half tonight. I'm going to force you to call a timeout and talk about me. 13-point lead, timeout, 6:39 in the second quarter.
We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
North Shore, Paul, on an 8-0 run. They now have the lead 22-9 on the Atascocita Eagles here with 6:39 left to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, this is the biggest deficit that Atascocita has faced this postseason. And I just go back to that game. You're coming off of such an emotional high against Seven Lakes. Winner of that is ultimately crowned the state championship after that game. No, you have to complete the final stretch. This is a game right here where North Shore is playing with house money. That's what Coach Woods said. Everybody's expecting Atascocita to come out tonight. They've been ready to punch first.
Oh, here's a bang three-pointer by Salanoa.
Yeah, much needed second one on the night for Salanoa. He'll take it either way off the glass.
So here comes North Shore down the court. This is Joshua Richardson in the game here for Rashad Williams. Gets blocked. Here comes the Eagles coming down the court quickly. This is Boyd on the right side. Passes it out. Here's Salanoa for another 3. Oh, he's feeling it, Paul.
Yeah, you can't get him going. He plays with the same pride and passion as Walker on the other end. This time, and a little shoving in between the two in the corner. Sloan and Salanoa might be calling a double foul or just maybe double technical. Sloan is arguing that he was the one that got pushed first, and then he reacted right there. But obviously, I always see the second man. It's the second time that the refs have had to intervene tonight. Refs just huddling up right now, knowing the severity of this moment because, I mean, calling a technical foul at any points in a game like this is going to be crucial for either side. You feel like this is not going to be the whole entire game where North Shore is leading by double digits, or they're just going to be clawing back for Atascocita. It's going to be a tight game going all the way through the fourth quarter. So keeping their emotions in check by both sides has got to be something.
So North Shore with the lead 22-15 here at the moment, with 5:57 left to play here in the second quarter. The officials still huddling. They're going to give a call to the scorer's table of what is going on here at the moment. So Coach Robert Woods, for the head coach of the Mustangs, wearing all red here tonight, looking good. The entire North Shore Mustang basketball team wearing all red as well. It's still going to be, looks like still going to be North Shore ball here, Paul, with 5:57 left to play, leading by 7, 22-15. Colbert is standing on the sidelines.
Yeah, and that's what I thought it would be, a double foul between Sloan and Salanoa. And that's just to keep both sides in check. The refs are going to keep their eyes on him in this half. It was a pretty clean first quarter, both teams with one personal foul. I expect the whistles will be more blown in this one.
Here's Gibson, step back for a three, can't make it. Rebound the Eagles, here come the Eagles, down the court. This is Adam Boyd on the right side, being guarded by Sloan. Pass all the way over to Salanoa, to the left wing. Here is a three-pointer by Shelton, no good. Here comes Gibson, coming down the court quickly on the left side. He's moving, driving, puts the shot up, can't make it.
Man, he's really forcing the matter right there. Not an easy shot going over the 6'10 countryman.
Here's Salanoa for three again. Can't make that one, but Sloan gets the rebound.
And besides that 6-0 run by Sloan that forced the timeout from Coach Woods, defensively, they've been really good, haven't been able to give up any offensive boards as well. Oh, look at this move
look at
by
that
Williams.
move by Oh, but he can't make it in. Rebound by the Eagles. Here come the Eagles coming back down the court on the left side. This is Adam Boyd. He's driving. He's going to get they're going to call a foul on the floor. So North Shore with the lead, 22-15. 5:15 left to play here in the quarter. So going to the line, Adam Boyd, the senior, 6'3" for the Atascocita Eagles, going to go to the line to shoot. He hasn't been to the line here so far tonight. North Shore lead 22-15. Packed house here at the Campbell Center in Aldine, Texas. So the foul was on the floor, so we're not going to go to the line. Cantave's going to inbound the ball. Gives it off to Boyd. Boyd on the left side. Tries to put a shot up. Can't make it, but Cantave gets the rebound. Nice job there by Cantave. So Cantave now with 4 points on the night. Rashad Williams on the right side. Gives it Gibson. Gibson on the right wing. Gibson being guarded here by Salanoa on the right wing. Looking for a screen by Mayberry. He's going to shoot an 18 fall-away footer, and good. Nice shot there by Gibson.
Well, even when he's off, he's a tough shot maker because he practices tough shots going over Salanoa. That's D1 over D1.
Here's Countryman down the side. Salanoa for three. And he bounces it. Can't make it. Gibson. Oh, Cantave gets the rebound, but they don't call. He can't make it either.
And the refs are letting them play on this end. A lot of high hands just coming down. Even a couple of physical plays near at the rim for Atascocita. They're looking to see if their refs are looking right there. But, man, you got to love the defense so far from North Shore. Besides that last possession, not a lot of offensive rebounds given up. And then this time you got Christian Gibson bringing it up and having a pick and roll with their big man.
Gibson on the left side to Rashad Williams. North Shore with the lead, 24-17, 4:20 left to play here in the second quarter. Rashad Williams on the right wing. He's moving. He's in the lane. Puts a shot up. Can't make it.
Fouled.
Here come the Eagles. Cantave on the right side comes across the timeline. Over to Salanoa. Salanoa runs into Mayberry, and they're going to call a foul on Mayberry. That's going to be Mayberry's first hero of the night.
Yeah, but on this end, I've loved Rashad Williams' aggression so far. He used that Jalen Brunson gather step, try to get past Countryman with his length and wingspan, affecting that shot. But Rashad Williams has been playmaking so far in this first half. We talked about it. You got your big three with Sloan, Gibson, and Colbert. But who else is going to provide that punch? It doesn't have to be scoring. It could be providing for other teammates and getting their teammates easy shots. He's been the one to do that tonight.
Sam Walker coming in for Sean Mayberry here tonight. Sean Mayberry are with 4 points on the evening. 4:07 left to play here in the second quarter. North Shore with the lead 24-17 over the Atascocita Eagles. Atascocita inbounds the ball. This is Adam Boyd on the right side, being guarded here by Rashad Williams. Bounce over to the left side, Anthony Key. Anthony Key puts a shot up with the right hand up and in.
Yeah, Key, very, very impressive sophomore. Big 6'7", 200. He's a versatile wing. He's also a physical rebounder. Quick four for him on the night.
Here's Gibson on the right side. He's going to shoot a 12-footer. Can't make it. Gibson, 3 of 9 from the 2-point range here so far tonight with only 6 points. Cantave flying down the court on the right side. Over to the left side to Anthony Key. Back out. Stolen by Sloan. Here comes Sloan down the left side. He's going to use his body. Puts it up off the glass and in. Nice job there by Sloan.
Yeah, and he's just such a different player when he's confident going into the lane and not afraid of the contact. He has his high hands active in the passing lanes. One-on-one break. He's usually going to beat his man, and he gets a tough two, forcing a timeout.
Coach Stephen Woods takes a timeout.
I thought we were doing high school basketball, not NFL.
I know. So North Shore with the lead 26-19 over the Atascocita Eagles here. Atascocita, though, has scored 10 points here in the second quarter to North Shore's only 9. The leading scorer here so far tonight for the North Shore Mustangs, DeMarcus Sloan with 11 points, and for the Atascocita Eagles, it is Salanoa with 9. The surprise has been Paul Catave only with 4. He's 2 of 5 from the field here tonight so far.
Well, it took a lot out of him in that game against Seven Lakes. You got to just talk about the matchups. He's going against a really good guards with Martins. Obviously, the health of Nas Price was a factor in that game. And then Seven Lakes, they just have other bodies that they can throw around him. And it took a full 28 from him, and it was still a pretty close, evenly matched game. So then you need to have other guys step up around you. You have another D1 guy like Adam Boyd, committed to Louisiana Tech. He still hasn't gone on the scoreboard tonight. Still, you've had some punches from Countryman and Key, but you're still looking for some others. You got other guards that are coming off the bench, your juniors, Roy Shelton and Carter Savoy, that also just provide that punch. But North Shore, they've been really good so far. I've loved what I've seen offensively. Besides Christian Gibson's forcing, we've seen Christian Gibson hit those tough shots in the moments in the second half and fourth quarter. I don't know if it's the time to be trying to knock down those shots in the first half. Let the game come to him.
So North Shore with the lead, 26-19. Atascocita with the ball coming across the timeline. This is Adam Boyd, the senior, 6'3". Sloan almost steals it. Off to the right side is Salanoa. Salanoa back to Boyd. Boyd on the right wing, looking for a screen. He's being guarded here by Rashad Williams. He's in the lane. He's going to put a left-hander up. It can't make it. Here come the North Shore Mustangs coming down the court. Stolen and throws it all the way down. The Eagles do, and a bad pass there by Catave.
I mean, they just don't look fresh right now, and that's complete opposite of what the Seven Lakes. They look to step ahead of Seven Lakes in that game, and it's so surprising because they have the depth and they have the bodies that they can keep rotating in, just making uncharacteristic mistakes off of the turnover, giving it right back over to North Shore.
North Shore with the ball, coming across the time, coming from the backcourt, being guarded here by Carter Savoy, Rashad Williams of the Mustangs. Nice. Oh, they're going to call that on Walker, a blocking foul.
Yeah, and that's the right call, the moving screen, and that's on Williams too. He didn't wait for it. Williams didn't get low to the ground and wasn't anticipating when the screen was going to be set by Walker. Walker also did jump into the body, so that ball will go right back to the Eagles.
Walker sprained his ankle back in the Pearland game. He was 75% the other night. He's looking about looks like he actually just re-injured his ankle here as well at the moment.
Yeah, we knew he wasn't going to be 100% tonight. He's still going to muster up enough strength.
Here's a three by Cantave. Ball bounces and it's going to go out of bounds. Still going to be Eagle ball. So it's going to be 2:30 left to play here in the quarter. Eagles going to inbound the ball. This is Boyd. 2:28 left to play. North Shore with the lead, 26-19. Cantave on the right wing. Cantave being guarded here by Rashad Williams. Top of the key. He's driving on the left side. He stops, puts the left hand up. Wow, nice move there by Cantave.
Yeah, it was going to be after a while that Cantave was going to start getting going. Good defense by Williams, a better offense.
Rashad Williams with the Mustangs has the ball. Off to Gibson, and they're going to call that foul on Fire and Eddie. So North Shore with the lead, 26-21, 2:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Dylan Colbert's going to inbound the ball right in front of us here on the sidelines to Sean Mayberry. Over to Gibson, over to Sloan. Sloan on the left wing. Backs all the way up back toward the scorer's table, being guarded by Carter Savoy, and bounces the ball off his foot and out of bounds. It's going to be Eagle ball. 5-point lead, North Shore with the lead, 26-21. They've been leading here so far in this game since the first points of the game by the Atascocita Eagles. Here's Carter Savoy on the left wing, looking for a screen. Now Gibson is going to guard Catave. Out here to Savoy. Savoy's going to shoot a three. Banks it in and good.
And that's the second bank tonight for the Eagles to go down, and that's on Gibson. Off that screen and roll, he didn't see him.
Oh, look at this great pass, and Mayberry slams it down!
And again, it's just the unresponsiveness by the Eagles. Make a tough three and don't get back in transition, leaving Mayberry for a wide open dunk.
Savoy over to the right side to Carter Savoy. This is Cantave at the top of the key. Cantave being guarded by Sloan. Off to the left side to Boyd. Boyd for three. Can't make it. Boyd gets his own rebound and throws it out of bounds. So North Shore is going to inbound the ball. Colbert's got it. 1:06 left to play. North Shore with the lead, 28-24. Colbert's directing traffic, coming across the timeline on the right side. Gives it to Rashad Williams. Rashad Williams on the right side. He's going to shoot a three. Oh, can't make it. Here come the Eagles. Under a minute left to play. 28-24, North Shore with the lead. Katabe's trying to drive. He puts the shot up off the glass with the left hand. Can't do it. And the rebound is picked up by the Eagles.
And that ball watching by DeMarcus Sloan could prove costly right there, and that will be a blocking foul and put the Eagles at the line as they're over the foul limit with 5 fouls now. And DeMarcus Sloan just watched that ball drop to the deck. He didn't come to the ball first, thought some of his teammates were going to get to him. That could be a costly foul now as Atascocita is starting to settle in. And you mentioned, Jeff, this has been a blazing first half so far. We're already at 39 seconds and time for shots at the line.
So Sean Mayberry's coming out. Jeremiah Thomas is coming in to replace him, the senior for the Mustangs. So Atascocita is going to go to the line to shoot. This is going to be the senior for the Atascocita Eagles, Adam Boyd, 6'3". He hasn't been to the line here so far tonight. This will be the first opportunity tonight for the Eagles at the line. Here's his first free throw up and good. 28-25, North Shore with the lead. Sean Mayberry is going to come back in for Jeremiah Thomas. So North Shore's got 4 guys in the key here on this rebound. DeMarcus Sloan is standing way back here at the other end of the court. 39.7 seconds remaining in the game, in the second quarter. Here's the second free throw by Boyd. Good. 28-26, 2-point lead. North Shore inbounding the ball. Colbert's trying to get it into Gibson, and it's still going to be bounced out. But Gibson's still going to get, North Shore's still going to retain possession. They're doing pressure by the Eagles. Gives it to Rashad Williams on the right side. Being guarded here by Carter Savoy in the backcourt. 34 seconds remain in the second quarter. North Shore with the lead, 28-26. Rashad Williams finally comes across the timeline. He's going to drive on Savoy, our left side. Here's Colbert for 3. No good.
Tough start for the night on Dylan Colbert, missing his first 3 shot attempts from behind the arc, and now you think Atascocita will be settling for the last possession right here with the chance to tie or take the lead.
Atascocita has the opportunity. Here's Salano. He steps in front of the three-pointer. Can't make it. Rebound there by Savoy. He can't make it. Puts his step back up and in.
Yeah, third chance points right there, and that's how you're going to go into the second half as they won't be able to get a shot off before. And man, North Shore had all the momentum, but it was going to take a full half to totally contain Atascocita's depth, and they weren't able to do that. Clawing back into this game, making it an even game going into half.
Halftime here at the Campbell Center. 28 Atascocita Eagles, North Shore Mustangs 28. We'll be back here for the halftime show on the Legacy Sports Network.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Come back to the halftime score here at halftime here from the Campbell Center, where the Atascocita Eagles are 28, North Shore Mustangs 28. In that second quarter, Paul, the Atascocita Eagles were able to come back and score 19 points to the North Shore Mustangs only 11.
Yeah, they flipped it. First quarter was for North Shore. Second quarter went to Atascocita. And the 3 threes by DeMarcus Sloan were the only threes that the North Shore Mustangs were able to hit. They started off 1 for 11 for Atascocita, but then those quick back-to-back threes by Salanoa were so key, sparking that 6-0 run, forcing the timeout for North Shore. And then after that, you could just see Atascocita settling in. We talked about it. Was their depth going to start playing a role? North Shore probably only playing 6 or 7 deep. Atascocita, I mean, I knew it coming into this tournament. They are the best team in this tournament talent-wise. It's not just because of the 3 D1 guys. It's because of the totality of the team. They have floor spacers. They have knockdown shooters. They have guys that can get dribble penetration, easy shots in the lane, and they got guys that can rim protect and defend. And they just know their roles. And even though some of these guys are seniors or just juniors, they're settling into their roles, and they know that I need to play this certain way in order for my team to win. They're playing really good team basketball, and that's why they got it up to a 28 game now at half.
Well, when Paul and I come back, we will talk more about this first half action. You're listening to the halftime show here on the Legacy Sports Network. All right, come back here at the halftime show here at the Campbell Center, where the score is the Atascocita Eagles 28, North Shore Mustangs 28. The leading scorers for the Atascocita Eagles, Salanoa with 9 points. He's 3 of 9. Boy, he is shooting a ton of three-pointers here in this game tonight. They are 4 of 20 from the three-point range. The North Shore Mustangs being led here tonight by DeMarcus Sloan, the junior. 11 points, 3 of 3 from the three-point range, and 1 of 1. Christian Gibson, one of the main scorers for the North Shore Mustangs, only 3 of 9 from the two-point range. He's 3 of 10 from the field with only 6 points on the night, Paul.
Yeah, and looking at North Shore tonight, you just go back to their last 3 playoff games. They've been in tight games, from the first round from Clear Springs going to Pearland, and then even in Strict Jesuit where they were hanging around for 3 quarters. So this is unfamiliar territory for them. So they don't feel uncomfortable, but they do feel uncomfortable that it's against Atascocita this time, who has had their number. And it's going to just have to be a different approach this second half. Whenever you've faced this team twice, they've out-hustled you, outsmarted you, and just out-physicaled you in the second half of both games. That just has to be the emphasis coming out of the half for Coach Woods, just to implore his troops. Change the script. We know what they can do coming from the half. Let's give them a little bit of taste of their own medicine. They got off to a great start. I don't think you could picture a perfect start for them. They had all the momentum on their side, but then they just weren't hitting their shots in the second quarter, and that's what got Atascocita back into this game. But Atascocita, I mean, even without guys like Key, and Adam Boyd going on for tonight, Countryman and Ferranetti haven't been a factor offensively. They're still put up 28 points, and they're tied at a half game, so they have to feel really good coming out of the half.
Yeah, that second quarter, Paul, the North Shore Mustangs only shot 5 of 15 from the field, where the Atascocita Eagles shot 7 of 20, but they were able to put 19 points on the board, 2 of 2 from the free throw line as well. So the big thing that we have seen all season in the second half of the season for the North Shore Mustangs is their second half action, where they come out in the third quarter and they can put some points on the board quickly. But like we talked about earlier, the Atascocita Eagles in the last game that we saw in the second half of the season, they came out and scored 22 points in the third quarter, where the North Shore Mustangs only scored 8.
Well, this is just a different animal with Atascocita, and it's going to have to be a heightened level of execution. You're counting on your guys like Christian Gibson in this second half. Time and time again throughout this postseason, he was averaging 26 points a game before that last game where he had an off night, and he still had 16, but you didn't bank on the fact that he was going to have back-to-back off nights towards his standards. But he needs to get going in the second half. His second half numbers throughout the playoffs have been extraordinarily high. He's scoring over 15 a game. You're going to need that down the stretch, and he's going to need to be a little bit more aggressive. We talked about their free throw shooting has been impressive as well. Getting to the line, they've been knocked down nails from the pinstripe. Got to go back there to get some free, easy points. Slow this game down for Atascocita because they want to play this game fast-paced.
Yeah, that's a big thing that has been their key to success here in the playoffs. They are shooting 80% from the free throw line, going to the line almost 60 times in the last 3 games combined. Tonight, they're only 1 of 1, so they have not been to the line hardly at all in this game, where their opponents are only getting to the line 37 times here in the playoffs. So we're here at halftime. Tie game, 28-28. More coming from the Campbell Center here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere. When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the
Back here at the Campbell Center where this tie game here, 28-28. Start of the second half about to begin here this evening. North Shore Mustangs coming into tonight 31-6 on the season, where the Atascocita Eagles were 29-6. The Atascocita Eagles won the District of Doom, District 23 here this past season. This is the Boys 6A Division I Regional Finals, where the winner of this game here tonight will play the winner of the Cibolo Steel or the San Antonio Brennan for the trip to the semifinals next week.
Yeah, fascinated by that matchup, Steele versus Brennan. Obviously, Brennan last year when they had Kingston Flemings, they got all the way to the Final Four, lost to Bel Air, who had Sheldon Henderson, who's at Miami right now. Those two are just killing it at their respective programs. And they're still really recouped, ready to go into the battle in the Elite Eight. And right here, two teams coming out of the District of Doom. Not just a football district, it is an everything district. I mean, they have dominated the field, and they've dominated the hard court. And you could argue the two best teams in the city to start the year are playing here tonight. And Atascocita, you saw, beating Seven Lakes a couple weeks ago. And I'm not taking anything away from Seven Lakes. Obviously, that's a very impressive record. You don't get to 35-0 by just doing nothing or just playing bums. They had a really good schedule. They played Atascocita in the first game, and they beat them. So that was just a win that just kind of lets you know Atascocita is ready for the moment. This is a senior-driven class that's ready for the moment. 3 D1 guys that are going to be playing at the next level last year and have immediate impact. I know for sure Jakai Cantave is going to have immediate impact at New Mexico State. But they're ready for this moment. They want to finish off their careers with the ring.
Jakai Cantave, one of the leading scorers for the Atascocita Eagles all season long, only with 6 points here tonight. He is 3 of 7 from the field. So North Shore is going to inbound the ball. Start of the third quarter here from the Campbell Center with the tie game, 28-28.
And you mentioned his name a couple of times, just coming up short on a couple of shots. Dylan Colbert not in the scoring box score for scoring. He's going to have to be one of those guys. He was a part of that big three with Sloan and Gibson. Sloan and Gibson have gotten on the board, but you need to have Colbert in those positions where he can put up some points.
Here's Rashad Williams. He's got the ball for the Mustangs on the right side, looking for a screen by Mayberry. He's going to shoot a 10-footer. Can't make it.
And they're trusting him with the rock tonight. He's putting it on the deck.
So here comes the Eagles down the court quickly. This is Shelton, and they're going to call a foul quickly on Rashad Williams. So first foul, that's going to be the first foul of the night for Rashad Williams. North Shore number 5, Rashad Williams is first. So Eagles inbounded the ball all the way out here to Countryman. Countryman over to Cantave. Cantave on the right side. Cantave being guarded by Sloan. Gives out to Salanoa. Back to the left side to Adam Boyd. Boyd, nice pass down low to Countryman. And they're going to call a foul there on Colbert.
I mean, that was just an insane amount of off-ball movement. Really confusing the back line of this matchup 2-3, and then just cutting into the lane with Countryman, whipping it in there, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So 2 team fouls coming in at the moment. Countryman's going to go to the line, the senior 6-footer. Standing at the line. Here comes his first free throw. No good. Still tie game here. Start of the third quarter. Countryman's got a second opportunity. First first free throw, no good, and he misses a second free throw as well. And Sean Mayberry brings the rebound down. Here's Colbert on the left side. He's quickly moving down all the way to Sloan on the right to Gibson. Gibson's going to slow things down. Nice pass down low to Mayberry. Mayberry, he's trying to figure out where to go with it. They're going to call him for traveling. Countryman was right there, stopped him, and Mayberry moved a foot. So turnover, back to the Eagles. Tie game, 28-28. So here's Cantave on the right side. Over to Shelton. Shelton back to Cantave on the right wing. Cantave back over to Shelton. Shelton steps in front of the three-pointer and can't make it. And Rashad Williams knocks the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you'd rather have him come down with that with two hands, but he was the smallest man in there among the Giants, and it's a tough task for him to just come up with that with two hands, but award it back to the Eagles, who capitalize on second chance points like no one else.
So here's the Eagles. They've got the ball. Down low to Shelton. Shelton passes all the way back out. Nice catch there by Boyd. Boyd's driving on the baseline. Back out to Cantave on the right side. Cantave in the lane. Right hand up. Can't make it. Great rebound there by Colbert. Here they come. Gibson on the right side. He's at the baseline. Backs out, and they're going to call him for traveling.
You know, he just looks a little sped up tonight, trying to be the hero in the moment right now. Obviously, if you keep creating these turnovers, you're going to put your team in a deficit where they're going to have to keep clawing back, and that's just a crucial possession. You force a tough shot from Cantave, who knifed through the lane, try to get over the outstretched arms off the glass, and you were on the move in transition. You trust Christian Gibson to make the right move, but tonight he's been having body sent all over him, and he's not been making the right decision.
So their referee takes a break and tells Roy Shelton he needs to go stand to the sidelines here for a moment.
He must have blood on him.
So they're coming back in. Eagles have the ball. Cantave coming across the timeline. Nobody has scored here in the third quarter. Still tie game 28. Celano on the right side. All the way in the right corner pocket to Cantave. Cantave, nice pass down to Celano. Wow, great pass to Countryman. Countryman can't get it, but what a great rebound there by Colbert.
Wow, missing a lot of bunnies on the Atascocita side. Countryman, usually money on the offensive glass right there. Just point blank, missing it.
Rashad Williams picks up the dribble. Mayberry in the lane. He does a turnaround from 13 feet and puts it in.
Oh, man, he's just using his height to his advantage, getting that at the free throw line extended. Nice little spin move, shaking his defender off and rising it up. And first points of the second half.
First points of the second half for either team. This is Savoy.
Yeah, and this 2-3 right here, that middle has been wide open. They've been hitting it multiple times over the past couple of offensive possessions. There needs to be communication, and that's either Mayberry or Gibson's job.
Cantave in the lane. Pass it out to Savoy. Savoy for three. No good. Wow, look at Mayberry go high in the air and get it.
You got numbers right here.
Coming down the court quickly. On the right side, down the baseline. Oh my goodness, Sloan almost made it. Mayberry almost got it. And they're going to call a foul on Mayberry.
And that's a tough break. Sloan, right decision. Defenders were going to come out to him. He's hit 3 threes on the night, using a pump fake, get into the lane. Acrobatic finish, just comes up a little bit short. And another missed bunny, this time on the North Shore side. Would have been easy for Mayberry. He has the ability to throw that down. If he puts 2 hands on it, throws it down with authority like he did on the first points of the game for North Shore. Coming up a 4-point lead, but leaving points on both ends.
Mayberry comes out of the game. Sam Walker comes back in for him. North Shore with the lead, 30-28. Only 2 points have been scored here in the third quarter, and they were by the North Shore Mustangs.
Yeah, now Walker in the game. Now you go to a 1-3-1.
Down low to Boyd. Boyd puts it up. Wow, nice shot there by Boyd.
Yeah, even through the swipe of Walker coming over Boyd.
Pass it off to Sloan. Sloan's got it in the backcourt. Being guarded by Cantave in the backcourt. Cantave able to get him to lose the ball, but he gets it back. Sloan dribbling on the right wing. Stops, gives it to Rashad Williams at half court.
And this is the moment in the game where Atascocita has started to take over in both matchups. Around the 4 to 5 minute marker, they've just put their foot on and stamped it right here. This is a crucial possession right here for North Shore.
Tie game, and Gibson goes up with the left side and gets it down and gets fouled.
Yeah, first points in a long time for Christian Gibson. Finally putting it on the deck. We've seen him try to get that mid-range game going. It hasn't been falling tonight. He needs to see at least one go through the hoop at the free throw line here, and he'll get his confidence back.
So Countryman picks up the first foul. Gibson, that was a great move there by Gibson. Taking it strong on the left side, puts it up and in, and has an opportunity for a three-point play. 82% free throw shooter on the season. Here's his free throw, up and good.
And good on him. He's reading the mismatch. He liked his size advantage over him, just taking the contact. Cantave can't handle that.
North Shore with the lead now, 33-30, 4:30 left to play. The Eagles have the ball. Coming across the timeline is Shelton. Shelton being guarded by Sloan. All over the right side to the Eagle, Cantave, the senior. Off the left side, this is Boyd. Boyd with a teardropper and drops it in.
And again, the off-ball movement was the reason why the defense was also shaken up, just pointing around who's got who, and they just left him cut wide open to the lane for the teardrop to go down.
North Shore 33, Eagles 32. Gibson on the right wing, looking for a screen by Walker. Nice move. He puts the left hand up, can't make it. Walker tries to get the rebound. He can't get it. Rashad Williams is able to get it. Rashad Williams passed way over and stolen by Cantave. Here comes Cantave down the court. Pass out to Salanoa. Salanoa for three. Good.
Talk about momentum. Cross-court pass, not the right decision by Rashad Williams. Leads to a transition opportunity for Salanoa, who hits his third three on the night.
They take the lead for the first time from the first quarter, where it's 35-33. Ball bounces out of bounds. It's still going to be Mustang ball.
Yeah, and this is dangerous time. We talked about it. It's been a 2.5 quarter game for both of the games, and then Atascocita will go on an impressive 10-0, 11-0 run. Dangerous time right here for North Shore. They got to capitalize and get something on this baseline out of bounds.
Here's the Alabasta Walker! Whoa! What an alley-oop that was to Walker. That play, we've seen it all season long. We haven't seen him put it down, and Walker slams it down and gets fouled.
Well, the pass, you got to commend it by Dylan Colbert. He's the one that really sets it up, having the patience, waiting for Walker to come around that screen. Talk about quelling the crowd and getting momentum back on your side, throwing it down and hurting the rim's feelings.
Can Walker convert this free throw? He's a charismatic kid. He's emotional at the moment. He's going to the line. Tie game, 35-35. Here comes a free throw attempt by Walker. Taking his time. Spinning. There's a free throw up. Good.
You know, for a big guy like 6'7", he's got a beautiful free throw stroke. Timely bucket right there off the baseline out of bounds. Capitalizing with the three-point play back in front of the Mustangs.
North Shore 36. Atascocita Eagles 35. Here's the Atascocita Eagles with the ball on the left side. 3:16 left to play.
Yeah, DeMarcus Sloan is all over the place right here.
Here's a three by Boyd. Can't make it. Rebound by Colbert. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on the Eagles.
Yeah, you got away with it, though. Again, miscommunication on the defensive end. A lot of pointing around and then just whipping around the corner. Wide open shot just falls short, and then committing the over-the-back foul with Salanoa.
So here we come. North Shore's got the ball. Joshua Richardson in the game here for Rashad Williams. Colbert coming on the left side. Over to Richardson. 3 minutes left to play. North Shore with the lead, 36-35. Gibson on the right wing. He's moving on Boyd. He's got a nice move. Boyd gets his hand in and knocks the ball out of his hands. Nice recovery there by Boyd.
Yeah, just keeping his hands in the play, swiping down. Could have been off the thigh as well, but stay on the North Shore side and another baseline out of bounds opportunity. Don't think we'll see the same play. Maybe something whipping around for more action on the second cut for Gibson coming around.
Under 3 minutes left to play. North Shore 36-35. Colbert's trying to pass the ball in. Still looking. Gets it to Sloan. Sloan picks it up. Shoots.
Oh my!
He puts it down, a three!
Well, I was just about to say, DeMarcus Sloan for the past 3 games has hit a timely 3 in the third quarter. Couldn't come at a better time for his North Shore Mustang squad, putting them back up 4.
39-35, North Shore with the lead. 2:39 left to play. Eagles on the right side. Salanoa on the right wing. Pass down to Shelton. Shelton in the lane. Pass out to Cantave. Cantave for 3. Can't make it. Walker gets the rebound. Here comes Walker down to Sloan.
Ooh.
Sloan, nice move on Shelton. Oh, Shelton with a great recovery and blocks it.
But going back to that last play, shoot first, explain later. That was a high degree of difficulty shot. Catching that in the corner, fading away on your right side, DeMarcus Sloan. When he sees that Eagle logo, he is ready for the moment. He's not shying away in this Elite 8 game, trying to send his team to the Final Four. That's a big-time shot. He made the right play in transition because he knew the defense was going to come, run up to him off the three-point line, try to get into the lane.
Here's Gibson in the left corner pocket, and they call him for travel.
Oh, man.
So Sloan tonight, though, is 4 for 4 from the three-point range. He's 14 points on the night.
Well, he's been the one that's been the consistent player against Atascocita this season and has scored over 15-plus in both games.
Here are the Eagles with the ball. Cantave at the top of the key. Over to Savoy on the left side. Back to Boyd. Boyd in between the two circles. Over now to Farinetti. Now to Cantave. Cantave on the right wing. Way pass all the way over to the left side. This is a nice move. Nice shot up, and it's out of bounds.
Personal foul. North Shore, number 15.
So foul on Sam Walker. Walker.
His third personal.
Boyd's going to go to the line to shoot.
Against the Mustangs.
And this is Adam Boyd going to the line.
Atascocita shooting 2.
First free throw up and good.
Substitution for the Mustangs. Sean Mayberry.
Sean Mayberry coming back into the game for Sam Walker.
Adam Boyd shooting 1.
Second free throw opportunity for Adam Boyd. He's 3 for 3 from the line here tonight. Here comes the second free throw opportunity. Left foot forward, right foot back. Here's the second free throw, up and good. Puts them both down. North Shore 39, Atascocita Eagles 37. 1:55 left to play. Rashad Williams coming across the timeline. Being guarded by Savoy. He's in the paint. Over to Sloan. Sloan on the right wing. Being guarded by Cantave. Pass out to Mayberry on the right wing. Mayberry trying to drive. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Farinetti.
Yeah, Farinetti wasn't set right there. Just trying to keep up with the spin move off of Mayberry going off the baseline. We talk about it. The last 2 minutes right here in the third quarter. In each game, it has been a 2.5 quarter game. Now making it a full 3-quarter game. Now going into this last 141, you have a chance to make this a 4 quarter game. And yeah, all the momentum is going to be on North Shore's side because they're the ones that are playing with the least amount of pressure in this one.
We have a 30-second timeout. We're going to stick it right here. 39-37, 141 left to play here in the third quarter. In this quarter, North Shore has scored 11 points to the Atascocita Eagles 9. North Shore Mustangs shooting from the field 4 of 8, where the Atascocita Eagles are shooting 3 of 9. But they've been to the line 2 of 4 in the third quarter. Atascocita Eagles took the lead here in the third quarter, but North Shore with great three-point shot by DeMarcus Sloan and a great three-point play by Sam Walker to keep the lead here for the North Shore Mustangs, leading 39-37 here.
Yeah, I go back to Sloan's three-point shot against Pearland, and that was probably the tightest game that the North Shore squad played throughout this playoffs. That was a back-and-forth affair. Pearland could easily be in this position right now going against Atascocita, but he hit a big-time 3 in transition to get that lead back up to 4, capitalize on that run that Rashad Williams went on. And then against Strake Jesuit, when they were hanging around, it was a really close game in that third quarter. He hit a big-time 3, none bigger moment right there off the baseline out of bounds.
Gibson, he steps in front of the three-point shot, puts it down.
Over the height of Farinetti, just rising up over his defender. Tough shot.
North Shore 41, Atascocita Eagles 37. Cantave for the Eagles on the left side. Nice move. Right hand. Can't make it. Mayberry can't get it. Rebound. But here comes Gibson. He's got it. Cruising out the court.
Let's see if he makes the right move. That's what you got to do. Bring it out. You didn't have numbers. You have a matchup right here that you can take advantage of.
The UCF commit. Christian Gibson on the left side. Dribbling. He's going to step in front of the three-point marker and puts it down. Gibson's starting to feel
patience, and that's the read that you want to see from Gibson. Back-to-back shots. He's seeing him twirl the twine, and now he's feeling it.
Yep, and the North Shore Mustangs 43-37. Here's a three-pointer.
Can't do that.
That was Boyd. Couldn't make it.
Man, nobody stepped on him, but look at Colbert running in transition right now.
Flying down the court. Look at the shot. Wow, what a great shot there by Rashad Williams.
But nobody stopped Rashad Williams. Rashad Williams giving that little up fake, thinking they were going to pass it up to Colbert, but he took it himself.
Oh, Sloan almost stole it. North Shore 45 to Atascocita 37. Here's a 3 by Savoy. Good.
Oh, that's a much-needed 3 by Savoy. Making sure that Atascocita is staying within it going into the fourth quarter. And not a lot of people would have thought about that because everybody would have thought Atascocita would be up going into the fourth quarter, but it's been the run of North Shore right now.
19 seconds left to play. Gibson driving on the left side. He can't make it. No good. Here come the Eagles down the court, down by 5. Savoy to the right side. Here's a 3 by Anthony Key. Puts it down.
That's how you respond.
Last second here to go. And here's a shot by Sloan for 3. Almost made it. And that is the end of the third quarter with the North Shore Mustangs 45 to the Atascocita Eagles 43. We'll be back right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
North Shore 45, Atascocita.
If you're tired of sorting through online directories and classified ads to find your perfect home, look no further than Elio Alanis and his team with the Alanis Real Estate Group. Elio is a local real estate agent in Houston and also a CE King alum, and he just wants to help you find the perfect home for your family. Ditch the stress of going to viewing only to be let down. Alanis.
Coming out of the timeout, North Shore with the lead 45-43, or the Atascocita Eagles. That fourth quarter action, North Shore scored 17 to the Atascocita Eagles 15. DeMarcus Sloan for the North Shore Mustangs with the lead, scoring 14 points. But Christian Gibson starting to feel it there in the third quarter, Paul. He scored 7 points of his 13.
You need him to get going in the second half. And, you know, you had an 8-point lead until that 6-0 run where Atascocita hit those back-to-back threes. But you're still liking your position right now, knowing that going into the fourth quarter, it is a one-possession game compared to the times where Atascocita has had double-digit leads going on in both of the matchups. This is what it all comes down to. The final 8. It could be the final 8 for the Eagles. Could be the final 8 for the Mustangs. Both teams have star players that can continue all the way up to a state championship. Who's going to execute in this moment right now, and who's ready for the moment?
So North Shore with the lead, 45-43. The Atascocita Eagles are going to get the ball to start here at the moment. They're going to inbound the ball here right in front of us. Carter Savoy going to inbound it to Royce Shelton, the junior. Coach Stephen Woods yelling at his players, getting a position here. We got Sean Mayberry, Dylan Colbert, DeMarcus Sloan, Christian Gibson, and Rashad Williams for the North Shore Mustangs on the floor here to start the fourth quarter. Roy Shelton's got the ball. Coming across the timeline, being guarded by DeMarcus Sloan. Off to the left side to Anthony Key. Anthony Key over to Salanoa. Back to Roy Shelton. He's trying to drive on Gibson, and they're going to call a foul. And they're going to call a foul on the floor on Gibson.
Number 32, Christian Gibson, is second personal.
So Gibson's going to go second personal foul. Oh, they're going to call that in active shooting. I thought that was on the floor.
Yeah, they allowed to go with the continuation on that call. Very questionable. We haven't seen that call throughout the whole playoffs. They've just been mainly calling on the floor.
So Roy Shelton going to go to the free throw line. He hasn't been to the line all night. Puts the first one up and in. 45-44. North Shore with the lead here to start the fourth quarter. Royce Shelton, the junior, 6-footer, got a second opportunity here tonight. Get the ball. North Shore's got Sean Mayberry and Christian Gibson down low here in the key. Here's the second free throw, up and good. So it puts both free throws. Tie game, 45-45, fourth quarter. Dylan Colbert bringing the ball across the timeline. Over the left side to Sean Mayberry. Sean Mayberry at the top of the key to Christian Gibson. Christian Gibson for three. Short. And the ball's on the ground. Sloan gets it, and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah, and I just go back to that second matchup at North Shore. It just felt like the ball was going in Atascocita's favor the whole night, but throughout this whole game, the ball has just been finding North Shore off of long offensive boards or just deflections, and that's what's really been keeping their spirits high and just keeping their hopes just really into this game that they can pull this upset off. But with the tied game, 45-45, as a intercom over just tells us that somebody needs to move their car, and they haven't moved it for the past 30 minutes. So I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't want to leave this exciting game as well.
This place is packed here tonight at the Campbell Center here in Houston, Texas. We're a tie game, 45-45, 7:32 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Dylan Colbert's going to inbound the ball right in front of his bench. So Colbert's got the ball. Colbert inbounds to Rashad Williams. Down low to Mayberry. Mayberry with a left-hander. Can't make it in. Colbert, look at Colbert jumping for the rebound. Gets it back to Mayberry. To Colbert. Down the left side. Oh, he gets blocked, and they're going to call foul.
Yeah, but that possession is all the active hands and the effort to make the winning play on the offensive glass by Dylan Colbert. Time and time again, he's been that guy that has just been there for his squad. And you just got to love playing for a player who just has that knack and has that ability to create second chance, third chance points for you. Keeping that ball alive and going up and under, creating the contact for Salanoa. He'll go to the line for 2 big free throws.
Salanoa picks up his second foul in a row quickly there. Here's Colbert with the first free throw, up and good. That's Colbert's first points of the night.
You know, better late than never, but at least he's still giving you that effort on the glass and defensively. Obviously, he's not in the box score scoring-wise, but defensively, he is keeping in check Boyd.
North Shore has nobody down in the key on this free throw attempt. He makes them both. Everybody else for the North Shore Mustangs was down on the other end of the floor. North Shore with the lead, 47-45.
You know, on this end right here, I think a close to highly contested game favors North Shore, especially with the recency of playing in these type of games in the playoffs. Atascocita has been having blowouts. I don't know. You know, they've been in a lot of close games, or not in a lot of close games this season. Let's see how they execute down the stretch.
Roy Shelton with the ball on the left side. Savoy over to Anthony Key. Anthony Key for three. Bounces. No good. Gibson with a jumping rebound.
Salanoa got away with an over the back right there. That would have been a third foul in just under a minute for him.
So Rashad Williams with the ball. North Shore with the lead, 47-45. Under 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Rashad Williams to Gibson on the right side. He shoots a three. Oh, he's feeling it! That's his first three of the night. They take the lead.
Are you kidding me, Jeff? That is just a crazy shot in the time and moment. Knocking it down.
Oh, and they put it down by Savoy.
What a response. I mean, this is just high-level basketball on both sides, and you're seeing the pro move by Christian Gibson. Carter Savoy Jr. one-ups him, says, I can match you with myself.
50-48, North Shore with the lead. Rashad Williams on the left side. Now being guarded at the top of the key. Oh, Gibson, he's got it. He steps in front of the three-pointer. Oh, Gibson can't make it. Mayberry jumps over, can't get it.
And he missed a wide-open Sean Mayberry at the dunk spot because of the gamble by Salanoa.
Oh, there's a three by Savoy.
Huge.
Savoy is feeling it. He's got 6 points here in the quarter. He's hot. That gives him a 6.60 run. And we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as well. Atascocita with the lead, 51-50. We'll be back right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
DeRoche Partners LLP, located in Houston and Dallas, offers a complete range of tax assurance and consulting services to a diverse portfolio of clients. Their team is dedicated to the highest ethics of our profession with a commitment to excellence. This is accomplished by putting an emphasis on providing superior professional services specifically tailored to meet the needs of our clients. DeRoche Partners aim to provide valuable insight, effective solutions, and maintain long-lasting business relationships. Their high recruiting standards and culture of excellence is uncommon and unrivaled. They want to wish all the student athletes good luck. Visit DeRoche Partners on the web at dpllp.cpa.
Atascocita Eagles 51, North Shore Mustangs 50. 5:57 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Carter Savoy has scored the last 6 points for the Eagles. He's got 9 points here in the second half. He's given them the lead 51-50 here in the fourth quarter.
Well, he's hit 3 consecutive threes this second half, and he has been the key. Whenever this offense has just been really stagnant, he's been the guy to answer the bell for him, and you got to call a quick timeout to know the defensive assignments. I go back to that last possession. Christian Gibson had a great start to the fourth quarter, hit that sidestep three, and then was responded by Savoy. Then on the other end, he had an opportunity where he had the defense beat, should have passed it to Mayberry, who was at the dunk spot. It would have been an easy alley-oop, decides to take a tough contested mid-range, which led to the next three by Savoy.
So Dylan Colbert's going to inbound the ball underneath their own basket to Rashad Williams on the right side, being guarded by Cantave. Coming across the timeline quickly. He's moving fist with the left hand. Bounces it down to Mayberry. Over to the left side to Colbert. Back out to Gibson at the top of the key. Being guarded here by Adam Boyd. Gibson, the senior.
You can see who they're deferring to at this moment.
Nice move by Gibson. A 15-footer fall away. Can't make it. And a rebound by the Eagles. Here come the Eagles leading 51-50. This is Adam Boyd coming across the timeline. So the Eagles have the lead. Over to the left side to Cantave. Cantave being guarded by Christian Gibson.
You got to watch the middle right here if you're North Shore.
Cantave, he's wanting to drive. He does a left-hander. Can't make it. Rebound by Rashad Williams. Here comes Williams down the right side to Mayberry. Oh, Mayberry can't make it in.
I thought Mayberry was seeking the contact instead of just going right up through it.
Here comes Salanoa for three. No.
Ooh,
and
huge.
Gibson with the rebound. Here comes Gibson cruising down the court. 5 minutes left to play. Here's a three by the Mustang, Rashad Williams, and he banks it in.
Well, we rarely see him shoot from the long ball, but what a time and place right there for him to knock down his first one of the night in transition, putting his squad up 2.
The North Shore Mustangs with the lead, 53-51, 4:48 left to play. The Atascocita Eagles with the ball at the top of the key.
And trying to beat this zone, you have to screen.
Down low to Boyd. Boyd puts a shot up and puts it in.
Wow, this is just high-level basketball, back and forth affair, and that's what you kind of felt it was going to be with the score being knotted up at half. Just been really elite on both ends.
Tie game, 53-53 here from the Campbell Center. Rashad Williams, the sophomore, he's driving. He puts it up. He gets fouled.
Smart, and we're just seeing this young man grow before our eyes. You said it, a sophomore, two-sport athlete, more known for his football prowess. but this time he knows when he takes the contact to put that shot up, they'll call it because they've been calling continuation tonight. He goes to the line after hitting that big-time three, chance to go on a 5-0 run himself.
Rashad Williams going to go to the line. He's 1 for 1 tonight from the free throw line. And we're going to have a timeout here by David Martinez of the Atascocita Eagles. We're going to take a timeout as well. 53-53. Don't go away. 4:24 left to play here in the fourth quarter on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
4:24 left to play here at the Campbell Center. Tie game, 53-53. Paul, this is exactly what we thought this game would be like tonight.
Yeah, exactly what I thought it would be. The third matchup is always just down to throwing the kitchen sink at him. You know each other like the back of your hand. And both these teams are just familiar with being in the same district, having played twice a year over all these years. And I mean, there's just such pride with both sides. Atascocita has been one of the powerhouses in the Houston area for high school basketball. North Shore trying to level up once again. They in the state ranks under the first year of Stephen Wood's reign here. And man, this is what you want to see on a Friday night. It's late, almost 9 o'clock. 53-53 with just about 4:30 left. And it all comes down to just execution. You know, you can run these certain plays. It's all about situational basketball out of timeouts or out of sets. But it just comes down to who's going to hit shots. And time again throughout the postseason, we've seen Christian Gibson be that guy to hit the shot for North Shore. Time and time again, we've seen Jakai Kentabe be that guy for Atascocita.
North Shore shooting 42% from the field here tonight, where the Atascocita Eagles are shooting 35%. So the North Shore Mustangs are going to have Rashad Williams going to go to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 on the night. And North Shore is going to have nobody in the key. They're going to put everybody else back down defensively. So here's the first free throw by him is no good. Long. Second opportunity, Rashad Williams with 8 points on the night here tonight. So second free throw opportunity coming here for Rashad Williams. Here it comes. And he misses them both.
Huge break for Atascocita. Has a chance. That was basically a stop. Missing 2 free throws in a row. You got a chance to take the lead now.
Adam Boyd with the ball for the Eagles on the left side. Back to Kentabe. Kentabe back to Boyd. Over to the left side. Here is a 3. And that is Carter Savoy, who is feeling it tonight.
4 for 4 in this second half, and he has hit some big time shots and just not covering, knowing who the hot shooter is in the corner. That's just unawareness.
So Savoy picks up a quick foul after that shot in the right corner. So Atascocita takes the lead, 56-53. Colbert trying to inbound the ball, trying to find somebody to get it to. Throws it way out to Walker. Back to Rashad Williams. 4 minutes left to play. Atascocita with the lead, 56-53. Rashad Williams trying to come across the timeline, being guarded tightly by Kentabe. Driving with the left hand, in between the 2 circles. Over to Sloan on the right side, down to Gibson. Gibson back to the basket. Backing down Anthony Key. They're going to call a charge on Gibson. Gibson picks up his 3rd.
Yeah, this time they did catch the chicken wing right there. Adam Boyd standing his ground, taking a couple of hits, but then that last hit was just a little bit too much for the refs to let that one go.
So North Shore with the lead, 56-53. 3:39 left to play. They're coming from left to right on the radial dial. Here's Boyd driving in the lane, puts the left hand up, can't get it. Ball's bouncing around. Walker gets the rebound. Great job there by Walker. Passes it out, but Boyd gets the rebound. And it's going to be a timeout by David Martinez.
Wow, and just the ball just jumping up and around. Walker, he had a lot of time to make the correct pass, try to roll one out, but then right there was the Atascocita Eagles to recover it, get on the deck, and call a timeout, save the possession arrow as well. That's key.
We're going to stay right here. The North Shore Mustangs down by 3, 56-53, 3:26 left to play here in the fourth quarter. In this fourth quarter, the North Shore Mustangs shooting 2 of 7 from the field, where the Atascocita Eagles are shooting 4 of 8. They scored 13 points to the North Shore Mustangs 8 here in the fourth quarter.
No, possessions are so valuable once you head under that 4-minute mark, and coming out of that timeout, Rashad Williams missing those 2 free throws. Then on the other end, Carter Savoy hitting that corner 3. Atascocita hasn't looked back since, and they've had a couple of good looks at the rim. I'm honestly really surprised Atascocita is not hitting any of these shots at the rim. They're usually pretty consistent getting these pain points. But they're keeping the ball alive, fighting for loose balls. North Shore still not out of this by any means. 3:26 is an eternity left in basketball. Just need to string a couple of stops together right here, and you said it, 2 for 7 for this quarter right here. Christian Gibson, this is the time for him to shine.
Carter Savoy in the quarter here, 3 for 3 from the 3-point range. In the third quarter, he was 1 for 2, so he's 4 of 5 here in the second half. Cantave trying to inbound the ball for the Atascocita Eagles. Goes all the way out to Boyd, goes all the way into the backcourt. So back to Cantave. Cantave in between the 2 circles, runs all the way to the left side, being guarded by DeMarcus Sloan. Cantave of the Eagles, the senior, gives it out to Savoy. Savoy is feeling it, gives it to Cantave. Cantave driving along the baseline. Nice pass to Countryman, blocked by Colbert, but Savoy picks it up and in.
Yeah, Colbert was there on the recovery, but then it just right into the hands of Savoy, and Savoy has had a hell of a second half for his squad.
Savoy's got 19 points on the night. They got a 5-point lead, 58-53. The Eagles do. Here's Rashad Williams driving on the left side. Pass it off to Walker. Walker for an 8-footer. Can't make it.
Yeah, and just timely shots that are not going in for North Shore tonight in this fourth quarter. This could be the demise of them. It's so unfortunate for them because they've been up with them over a 1-2 possession game this whole time, but key for them is to get a defensive stop right here and know where Carter Savoy is at all times.
2:30 left to play. Salanoa on the right wing. Back out to Boyd. Boyd's at the perimeter. He's driving. Puts the right hand up. Can't do it. Great job there by Colbert. Here we come. They're coming down the court quickly.
Take this yourself.
Colbert's on his own. Right hand up and good.
Wow, what
nice
a
job
move
there by
Colbert. Using his Euro step going across from Salanoa. Salanoa is playing in foul trouble as well.
Salanoa on the left side. Score is North Shore 55, Atascocita Eagles 58. Here's Savoy driving down the lane. Pass all the way out to Boyd on the right wing. Boyd's driving in the lane. Nice pass down to Cantave and puts it up and in and gets fouled.
Yeah, they kept defense was moving all over the floor. Nobody just knowing who their man is, and then they just found the guy in the dunk spot. Cantave, who has been silent this second half, starting to make some noise right now. Will have a chance for the hoop and the harm.
So Cantave's going to go to the line his first time tonight. He's only got 8 points on the night. 5-point lead for the Eagles with under 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter.
And that's how dangerous this team is. Boyd and Cantave are their lead guards. They're the catalysts. If they have games that they usually are above 13 plus, they're usually in good hands. They're well below that marker right now, but you got guys like Carter Savoy and Salanoa stepping up in their absence, combining for 31, but they're knowing the moment in time right now and knock down shots.
6-point lead for the Eagles. Here's Colbert on the left side. Colbert's driving. He's going to shoot a 12-footer. Can't make it. Rebound by Gibson in the right corner wing. He shoots a 3. Can't make it as well. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be North Shore ball. So 1:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter. North Shore down by 6, 61-55. Colbert inbound to Mayberry. Nice shot there by Mayberry. Puts it up and in.
And again, they know Salanoa is playing in foul trouble. Easy dish off of him off the baseline out of bounds.
1:34 left to play. 61-57. The Eagles with the lead. And stolen by the Mustangs. And he's going to get fouled. Rashad Williams is going to be fouled by Cantave.
And that's the best case scenario for Atascocita, honestly, because that would have been an easy 2 run in the break for for DeMarcus Sloan. But then fouling Rashad Williams, that will put him over the bonus. But then Rashad Williams missed 2 crucial free throws at the 4-minute mark. He's back to the line now for another big 2, trying to cut this down to a 1-possession game.
So Rashad Williams is 1 for 3 from the line, missed his last 2 free throws. North Shore is going to have nobody down in the key on this with 1:28 left to play here in the fourth quarter, down by 4. Rashad Williams, a sophomore, 2-sport athlete. Spins the ball. Here's the first free throw up and no good.
Yeah, and it's just in his head. It's all mental right now, and he's more than a capable free throw shooter. Dylan Colbert coming up to him. And at that, just having nobody at the line kind of throws your rhythm off as well. It's just very unfamiliar whenever you just have other bodies of the Eagles right there.
He puts the second free throw down when they
go down. It's just a 1-possession game now.
Yep. Bring guys down there, just like Paul was saying. They brought 2 guys down, and he helped make that free throw. Here we come. This is Boyd cruising down the lane quickly. Savoy for 3. Oh my goodness, Savoy is on fire.
You can't leave that man open right now. I mean, that is just knocked down and deadly.
64-58. Rashad Williams with a 12-footer puts it up and in.
And well, they responded though, but I mean, it's still not without the grasp right now, but it's all about getting stops. You got that stop in transition, hit 1 out of 2, but then losing Savoy on the half court, just overcommitting, gambling on the pass. Savoy, that's 5 threes in the second half. You just need to face guard him at this moment. That's a guy that just cannot have any open space to shoot.
Carter Savoy, a junior, 6'4", shooting from the three-point range here in the second half. 5 of 6. He is 4 of 4 from the three-point range in the fourth quarter with 14 points here in the fourth quarter to help give the Atascocita Eagles the lead, 64-60, with 1:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
You know, that's what March is all about, and it isn't just for college basketball. It's for high school basketball. Players stepping up, being ready for the occasion. Carter Savoy, junior guard, just one of the many guards that they can put on the floor. This Atascocita squad, the future is bright for him, as well as Roy Shelton, who we haven't mentioned as much tonight, going into next year's squad. But he's helped his squad so much tonight, trying to close out this game in a highly contested fourth quarter battle.
So the North Shore Mustangs, Christian Gibson, the main scorer usually for this team, was 16 points tonight. Here in the fourth quarter, he is 1 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, and he hasn't touched the rock in a while as well. It's been Sloan, Colbert, or Mayberry having the ball majority of the time over the last under 4. So, you know, this is the moment for him where he's that guy that can hit that tough shot. And obviously the defense is going to be playing towards him. So other guys need to be ready for that pass out of that double team. So this all comes down to this possession right here. You got to get a stop, have enough time to play it out without fouling. I just set up a couple of pressure, full court press right here and try to create a turnover.
1:07 left to play. Eagles inbounding the ball in the backcourt. North Shore with the pressure. Savoy's got it.
Back.
Over to Cantave. Still in the backcourt, being guarded by double team. Nice pass into Savoy, over the right wing to Salanoa, back to Savoy. They're trying to get a foul, and they finally do by Rashad Williams.
Now, you know, that's not a bad foul because you had 1 foul to give, and you still have to play the clock right now with about 54 seconds. Can't waste enough time and then just foul continuously at the end of the game. So 1 more foul will put the Eagles in the bonus, but right now you got a sideline out of bounds, try to force another turnover.
So here is Roy Shelton right in front of us trying to inbound the ball. Rashad Williams is right in front of him. Gives it off to Boyd. Boyd being guarded by Gibson. Back out to Cantave. Cantave almost lost the ball across backcourt. Roy Shelton's got it. Gives to Cantave. Cantave driving in the lane. They're going to call a foul on Mayberry there.
Man, and they were playing with fire. That was close to going over the midline. And then Christian Gibson, I thought he should have been more aggressive coming over the top. He would have gotten a deflection. But they commits the foul right there. And Jakai Cantave, no other person you would have right at the line for the Eagles.
So North Shore down by 4. Atascocita Eagles 64. North Shore 60. 43.7 seconds remaining in the game. Cantave going to go to the line to shoot. He's 1 for 1 so far here tonight. North Shore's got Gibson, Mayberry, Colbert, and Rashad Williams in the key here for this first free throw up and no good.
Wow. Well, now on this end, whether he makes it or misses it, it's going to still be a 2-possession game, and you can get a quick 2. You don't necessarily need a 3 if you're North Shore. Just keep pushing up the rock and get something at the rim, and then you can, off that made basket, go into a full court press once again.
Cantave with the second opportunity to shoot here. 43 seconds remain in the game. Cantave dribbling, bends his knees. Here's a shot, up and swish.
This has got to be
6-point lead. Here we come. Rashad Williams down the court quickly to Colbert. Colbert for a long 3. Can't make it. It goes over the backboard.
Yeah, it's just not been Colbert's night from beyond the arc. You could say that was a little bit of a settle right there. Very deep 3. He has the capabilities to shoot that right there, but you would rather have something going into the paint. Maybe even create a couple of contact. We'll go to the line for 1, but now you put yourself against the wall with 5, down 5 with 37 now.
Pass it in. This is Savoy to Salanoa. Mayberry. Pass it all the way down. Stolen by Rashad Williams. Down over to DeMarcus Sloan for a long 3. Can't make it. Gibson with the rebound. Puts it up. He can't make it either.
He's looking for the foul call, and man, they're just letting him play right now. Oh my goodness.
And it's going to be still a Atascocita ball with 17 seconds remaining, leading 65-60.
Yeah, and the ball is rolling in Atascocita's favor now. Very hectic possession right there. North Shore just shooting these long-range 3s. DeMarcus Sloan has hit a couple on the night, but again, you still have time to go to the basket and make it a 1-possession game.
And DeMarcus Sloan and Cantave go crashing down. And they're going to call a foul there on Sloan. So we're going to go to the line to shoot. Down by 6. North Shore is 66-60. 17 seconds remaining in the game. Catave is going to go to the line. Catave is 3 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. Here comes his first free throw, up and good. 7-point lead here for the Atascocita Eagles.
A little offensive defensive substitutions for Atascocita. Putting in Kikioka. And then putting in a taller countryman just for some rim protection and also getting the defensive boards.
So Christian Gibson, Dylan Colbert, Sean Mayberry, and Rashad Williams in the key here. On the second free throw by Cantave, up and no good. Colbert's got the rebound.
Now you need a 3.
Flying down, Rashad Williams. He's going to shoot a 3 from the left wing. Can't make it. And that's going to be a foul on Mayberry, and Mayberry is going to foul out here tonight with 10 points on the night. Atascocita with the lead, 66-60, 8 seconds remaining in the game. Going to go to the line to shoot.
This is the Atascocita for you. I mean, they just stuck with it even after that impressive first quarter start from North Shore. 17-9 lead. Took it to halftime. It was zeros basically at that point, and then from then they've outscored him by 6. And it's been the fourth quarter of Carter Savoy. Just keep saying his name, Carter Savoy, Carter Savoy, Carter Savoy. They just keep letting him open, and then he's going to hit shots like that. That stroke was looking good the whole night as Kikioka hits the first free throw and just keeps looking more academic at this point. But Atascocita, I said it coming into the night, they're one of the best, if not the best teams in the state. They showed it tonight.
Here's the second free throw, up and good. So here comes North Shore down the court. Christian Gibson is going to shoot his last final 3-pointer of his high school career. Can't make it. Mayberry with the shot, puts it back up, no good. And that is the ball game with the Atascocita Eagles winning 68-60 over the North Shore Mustangs. Paul and I will be right back here for the post-game show here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HotzeHWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or HotzeHWC.com.
Final score here tonight from the Campbell Center. The Atascocita Eagles win 68-60. They are the Region 3 6A Division I champion. Into the Final Four. They are now one step away from the Final Four against either the Knights or the Bears, which will promise to be an epic state semifinal next week, Paul.
Yeah, Atascocita, they prove why they're the best team in the state tonight. And they just had North Shore's number, and North Shore just has to be shooting themselves. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot in the second half. They were keeping it a 4-quarter game. That's all you could ask for North Shore, trying to pull off the upset. But you just lost containment of the guys that you can't lose containment of. Carter Savoy, Zayson Salanoa, and Jakai Cantave at the end of the fourth quarter were huge in this game. It was a back-and-forth game. Nothing more you could ask for just for the fans and just for the players just to go out here and execute, show their talent. But at the end of the day, the cream of the crop rose to the top, and that was Atascocita, and they're on their way to their Final Four for the first time in a long while. And this is one of their best chances to win a state championship. They haven't won a state championship even in their whole tenured and just rich history of basketball. Obviously, you think about Atascocita, you think about Carson Edwards, and you think about all the great guards that have come through this area. This is a team that can cut down the nets in San Antonio. There's no doubt about it. In a week or so, they could be the ones climbing that ladder.
Atascocita scored 25 points in the fourth quarter. They scored 40 points here in the second half, and they outscored North Shore by 10 in the fourth quarter alone. Carter Savoy was the main player here in this game tonight. He scored 22 points. Most of his points came there in the second half, mainly in the fourth quarter alone. That fourth quarter alone, he scored 14 points, 4 of 4 from the three-point range. He was money in the fourth quarter to help move this Atascocita Eagles into the Final Four in this high school basketball championship.
Well, they've gone through murderer's row. If you really think about it, they had to face, great teams out of the first two rounds, and then you had to face the quote-unquote best team in the state of Texas. Everybody was saying over the past couple of years in Seven Lakes, you take the undefeated team down, and then you play a North Shore team that is top 5 team in the city. They showed it tonight. And now they've earned their way to this state Final Four. You don't sugarcoat. You don't just waltz your way into a state Final Four. They had to earn it the hard way, and they were feeling themselves tonight. They have a great fan support behind them. And then, you just look on North Shore's side. They did all they could tonight. They had 4 guys in double digits. Colbert wasn't on the box score as much as you would like for him to be. He didn't hit that outside shot, but you had Williams and Mayberry step up in double digits. And then Walker, he just gave you that passion as well. You can't be mad at this effort. In the first year of Coach Stephen Wood's tenure here at North Shore, he has brought North Shore basketball back to prominence in this area, in the ranks where they should be. Winning a state championship about a decade ago would have been their first state Final Four in the last 7 years, but just coming up a little bit short. Nothing to be sad about. Don't hang your head. Very proud season, getting over 30 wins to get to this point.
North Shore has a great 2026-2027 season coming. Most of their team, Paul, is all juniors, other than Christian Gibson, who they're going to lose here tonight. Sam Mayberry's a junior. Sam Walker's a junior. Rashad Williams is only a sophomore. Colbert's a junior. And DeMarcus Sloan is a junior as well.
You got to think that Christian Gibson only came into this team about 10, 11 games ago, but by that point they were already a 20-win team. So it's not by any means that Christian Gibson was carrying them to this moment. He was just an added plus, and that was a guy that you could add for this playoff run. Ends in the Elite Eight tonight, but class of 2027, 2028 still has a lot of promise for North Shore basketball in the coming years. Sloan has been very impressive. I said in the last game, he's not done growing as a player, and that's very dangerous because he's already averaging 15, and he still hasn't become that complete player yet. We saw glimpses of it. He's going to work in the offseason, and I trust him that he'll get in that shape and form. Coach Woods is going to get his guys, review this game, see what they can get over, and then just, success is a process. You don't win overnight. It almost felt like they were going to win overnight with this first-year run, but it doesn't come that easy. It's always going to be a battle. Winning 6 in a row is hard, but getting to this point of the season is nothing to be ashamed about for North Shore. They'll carry this momentum into the offseason.
DeMarcus Sloan was fantastic tonight. 4 of 5 from the three-point range. He scored 14 points again. He came off a 16-point game against Strake Jesuit. Great game. Christian Gibson still scored 16 points, but he was not his normal self from the field tonight. He was only 7 of 22 from the field here tonight.
Yeah, very shocking that he had kind of back-to-back down games. You thought maybe you could get away with one against Strake Jesuit because the totality of your squad is better than Strake, but then coming into this game, you needed him, I thought, at least 20 points tonight, and that probably would have set him over the edge if he had a couple of shots. And he forced, I think it was that first half where he was just forcing the matter a little bit, didn't let the game come to him. He had that stint in the third quarter where he was just going off, but if you really think about it, Christian Gibson, this is not the last high-level basketball he'll be playing. He is going to UCF, which by the day is looking like a better and better commitment. They're in the big dance. They're making noise in the Big 12. Coach Johnny Dawkins there really has those guys just bought into the culture, and he's a guy that translates to the next level. I thought he was a guy like Janai Broom who played at Auburn. Powerful lefty, likes the mid-range. He can also have that outside shot, but needs to get that just dribble penetration as well. We'll be hearing a lot more from him.
Well, the final score here tonight, again, was the Atascocita Eagles winning 68-60. They're moving on. I'll tell you one last thing here, Paul, before I close it out. The reason the North Shore Mustangs probably did not win this game, they did not get to the free throw line tonight.
Yeah.
Only 6 of 9. They did not shoot very well. They've been excellent all season in the playoffs and did not make it. Well, for Paul Sanchez and I'm Jeff Kemps, final score here again. Atascocita Eagles 60, 8 to the North Shore Mustangs 60. You've been listening to playoff basketball here on the Legacy Sports Network. Stay tuned and look to lsnsports.com for next basketball action. You've been listening to us. Have a good night.
You've been listening to Houston Area High School Basketball on the Legacy Sports Network. Copyright 2026.